they'll be performing it themselves. Oh, guys, I guess we're going to have to end our morning show here because everything just went to hell. It was fun while it lasted. It was nice having an intelligent conversation. You know, you're playing music, Sarge.
Am I playing music? Oh, yeah, I'm celebrating it. Well, YouTube get mad about background music?
Well, as we were just discussing,
Is that better?
we have no idea. We have no idea what YouTube will get mad about.
That's true. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Okay, so Sarge is celebrating free tuition.
Congratulations. FBI arrests dreaded January 6th defendant. It says rammed Trump sign into police line. January 6th participant whose dreaded blonde locks and face tattoos made a memorable face in the pro-Trump mob has been arrested in South Dakota. It was a William George Knight faces more than a half dozen charges in connection with the Capitol attack. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Hey, another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm in a good mood, folks. All right. I heard that news and I just had to stop what I was doing and share it on the boob tube. Another motherfucker bites the dust. The Constitution is down. So what are you guys talking about?
The weather.
The weather. It is a beautiful
shaving,
day. It is
waxing.
Shaving. Oh, I do need a shave. Yeah, tomorrow. Hey guys, there's a place on the Potomac, not up there where the rapids are. I'm a big old pussy. But down here, underneath, just a little bit upriver from Georgetown, it's a nice little place to rent canoes and kayaks. It's the perfect day for it. Oh, no, never mind. Forget that. Too much city shit. Lake Accotink also has a place where you can rent canoes and kayaks. I'm in the mood to paddle. I'm in the mood to not whitewater. No, probably yeah. I don't know.
And GMK has come in to tell us that he's not crazy, despite what everybody says.
Oh. One day my brain might fail me and my sanity will be gone. Sometimes I feel so close to that. I'm not crazy. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Any day a J6er is arrested is a good day in America. Okay, I heard that news. I had to kind of beeline back to the house, and I just wanted to share. Sharing is caring, and God bless America. We got another one of those fuckers. But Muxie wants to talk about the weather. Okay. It is a clear blue sky. It's a little cool compared to some of the heat we've had lately, which is good because, I'm an old man that overheats easily. So I am going canoeing. We're arguing about whether to go to Accotink or to Georgetown. Both are great places. Accotink might be a better idea. She says Accotink because of the city crap. But as I think about it, if you go the wrong way on the river, it's a lot of work getting back. The lake is nice and flat, and if you get tired, you can really lazy paddle back.
You really should record it. I think it'll make a hilarious video whenever you flip over and go underwater.
Yes.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
A fantastical idea. Yes, sometime this afternoon or this evening, I will post some video footage of. I think I'm getting pulled towards Akatink, and you know what? I think I like Akatink better. But I just had to talk shit about the J6er, who's oh, Muxer doesn't want to talk about J6ers. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the J6er. Okay.
No,
I get it. I get it. You don't want
I hit the wrong one first. I'm trying to show you Ariel made you.
No. Who did that? Who did that?
I think it was Danny.
To hide my weak chin, you got to put a goatee on. Don't you guys know that the weaker the chin, the bigger the facial hair you need? Like you need one really super long if you got a really weak chin. But I got a fairly weak chin, so if you're gonna put me up there all fighting and what am I having a tanty there? Should we see that again? Look,
Yeah.
there we go. Or how do we do that? How do we put the background in the foreground?
Just take everybody else off the board.
Oh, okay, everyone, come on down for a minute. Come on down for a minute. Oh, that makes that good. Yeah, looks like I'm throwing a tanty there. Is that me? Is that supposed to be me? I'm throwing a tanty.
Yep.
All right.
Little bit.
Everyone knows I do not throw tanties. It doesn't happen. Old guy Mitch is in the house. Hold the noise down on the chin.
People have been asking. People have been asking about you, Mitch. I said you've been around the YouTubes, just not here recently. And also, I believe I'm not sure, but I believe GMK thinks that arresting the January 6er is another attack on our freedom.
Oh, well, I think January 6th was an attack on our freedom. Let's get a good look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this. All right. You see this thing here? That is the second layer of these barriers. These guys all here are well beyond the first barrier. Naughty. They were free outside that barrier on that day. Yeah. This
hey,
is
Jet.
This is the latest guy right here.
Jamming.
He was a bad boy. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What
Damn,
you gonna
Jet.
do for you?
Sorry, Jet. There's jets flying over my house right now. They scared the shit out of my dogs.
Oh, that's not
They're
nice.
flying all morning. Back and forth.
Oh, say, can you see?
Tell your dogs they don't have to be afraid of jets. It's the black helicopters.
Right.
Okay. Someone thinks this. Well, who said that's an attack on our freedom?
GMK.
GMK.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard the jet.
A beautiful day for further degradation of freedom. Wait a minute. I don't receiver says that. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, a lot of people who weren't there have a lot of opinions. It's a trap.
Wait a minute. I got to interrupt this. I've taken this for too long now. God damn it. Everybody comes in here and talks to Claire.
Claire.
The hell. They ignore the rest of us. It's always good morning, Claire. How you doing, Claire? Good to see you, Claire. I'm about sick of this and I'm going to ban Claire.
Yeah. There you go.
Maybe I should have more coffee.
Well, we have, according to the counter, which is not always accurate, we have 11 in here.
Come on, man. Break my window.
If you kick Claire out, the 8 who followed her in or out, so that's 9. So that would leave us with 2. We would have 2 viewers. So Claire, hang out for a while. You're keeping the masses in.
Yeah, one of them would probably be Mitch, and so then we'd really.
Yeah,
It would be a sad, sad.
Old guy Mitch. And hello to Finkster and Jammin and Muck and
I
Claire.
don't want your pity greeting, Joey. I don't want your pity greeting.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. January 6, 2021, yours truly was in the vicinity doing a silly thing. I was taking pictures. I was part of the trap. I was taking pictures of people breaking laws. And we now know that was silly because the dipshits trapped themselves. They took their own pictures. They posted more pictures of themselves committing crimes on social media than any other mass crime in history. Hey, look at me, I'm fucking up. Hey, look at me, I'm breaking the law. Hey, look at me, I'm attacking the Constitution itself. Yeah, it's a trap. Actually, that's what I was doing there. I was pushing them into the Capitol. I pushed them over that first BART guardrail. I pushed them over that second one. I pushed them. I pushed their equipment to hit the cops with, and then I pushed them into the building. And I said, "Go shit on stuff."
We know you were one of those undercover FBI guys who were there just to cause trouble and get their fine American patriots.
That is I. That is
I. Did you go, Sarge? Was you there or no?
Yes.
Okay.
A group of like-minded individuals. We initially were trying to get an opposition numbers, but we couldn't muster that. And as we got closer, realized there's really nothing we can do except for take pictures, videos, and pictures. And that's how I got into the First Amendment auditing thing. In one of our group meetings, I raised my silly hand and I said, "We can't take people's pictures without their permission." And everyone just laughed. And they introduced me to something called a First Amendment audit on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm like, what's this all about? And I learned, oh yeah, there's pictures everywhere, there's cameras everywhere, you can take pictures. Well, our goal for about 3 weeks going into January 6th, up to and including January 6th, it's actually, no, we accidentally got the Hotel Harrington shut down. That was, God, memories. That's like 4 or 5 weeks before. Some of their evil shit was being plotted to be done out of the Hotel Harrington. So we were surveilling the Hotel Harrington in downtown D.C., just a few blocks from the Capitol Hill. And we got caught watching them. And when we were questioned, they realized what we were watching. And if you look up Hotel Harrington, just a short while before January 6th, they got shut down to avoid them being used. The fuckers just used other hotels in the area. But on January 6th, what we did was we went to publicly accessible areas. Most of us, some of the dick smacks followed the crowd in, not me, not yours truly. I obeyed the law. And we took pictures of jackasses breaking laws. The reason we did that is so we could turn them over to various authorities, mostly feds. Look, these fuckers are breaking the law. And I forgot the count. I have to get in touch with the group. Some of the arrests early on, you're welcome. Hello, that's me, Finkel. That's why everybody wants to know my name because, Oath Keepers and Proud Boys, they're not very happy with us. Anywho, yes, I was there on the morning of traveling up from where I am. I have to drive past Gravely Point. Gravely Point is a park just north, just upriver from the Ronald Reagan National Airport. We used to call it Washington National Airport, but the fuckers back under the Bush administration renamed Washington Airport to make no sense at all. We're going to name it after a dude from California. Never mind the dude right there from Mount Vernon, Washington, or name it after the city who's near Washington. But anyway, I digress. On my way in, I had planned to park at Gravely Point and carpool the rest of the way in. When we got to Gravely Point, they had a whole bunch of these January 6ers parked there. They practically filled up the parking lot with January 6 vehicles. By that, I mean they had the Trump signs and the Stop the Still signs and all these banners and signs and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, so we decided to be tourists at that point and walk around the park. And oops, I took your license plate picture. Oops, I took your license plate picture. Oops, I took your license plate picture. We didn't do anything nefarious because at that park in that marshalling area, I now realize that was a marshalling area, one of the many. They actually had the wherewithal to leave security. They left 3 guys there to keep an eye on the vehicles. And the dipshits didn't even realize we were taking pictures of all the license plates numbers. Anyway, we decided that was a bad place to park for our little marshalling because we were tiny compared to them. And we went further up the river. We got into DC, and sure enough, lots of pictures. A couple of our Dick Smacks went in there. And after January 6th, when I got into doing something like audits, one of my previous heroes, I mislabel people sometimes. One of my previous heroes was actually a first responder inside. He posted a little video. Yay, we're inside the Capitol. We're going to stop the still. I'm like, oh, fuck you. You're one of them. Okay. But yeah, our cameras, turns out, weren't needed because these guys were so proud of their stupidity. They did selfies, and they filmed what they were doing, and they posted all over the social media. Was it Rumble, Twitter, Facebook? I didn't even realize you could post stuff to YouTube yourself back in those days. YouTube was just something I watched. I don't know, Randy Rainbow on or videos. I'm rambling. I am rambling. I'm excited. It's 10/19. I got a kayaking canoeing date. Probably 2. Yeah. All right. Shit. Oh, I see a ding dong. Ding dong.
I see a ding-a-ling.
Oh, by the way, no one is unwelcome. And, well, I'm sorry. Backtrack. Vegas Vips, you are not welcome. What's that bitch from Canada? What's her name?
Was that Claire? No, oh no, that was someone.
No. Claire's cool. Something News Now. Ronnie News Now. Yeah, she's not welcome. And any of Vegas Vips socks are not welcome. If we see someone who's obviously a sock and we suspect you're Vegas Vips, we'll probably let it go until we get a stronger feeling that it is indeed Vegas VIPs. But everyone else, you're welcome, man. Fact the Madness came in. He made an offer. I apologize. I wasn't really concerned, but I had a short discussion with Fact last night. Always welcome. We had to shut down a stream last night because something unexpectedly, he didn't know the rules. We learned the hard way back. Was that 1 week or 2 weeks? I think I said 2 weeks, but it feels like maybe it was 1 week when we got shut down over the sharing of the video of the.
I think it was more like a month.
We were down for a month.
Is that what the shutdown was? I thought the shutdown was over something else.
Well, we had a couple. The recent shutdown was repeated playing music. Don't.
Yeah. I mean the one on this channel though. Was that yeah. From that?
Well, that's the one we just climbed out of. That was for the repeated use of copyrighted music. The one before that was we were sharing somebody else's video of pew 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 pew, and it wasn't pew pews being used. It was pew pew. It was actually a video about pew pew stores.
Yeah, we actually talked about that earlier, but you were off gallivanting.
Oh, okay, yeah, and I'm about to go out gallivanting. The YouTube shut us down hard. I can't remember. It was either 1 week or 2 weeks. I think last night I referenced it, and I think I said 2 weeks. I may have been mistaken because that seemed like an awfully long time. I think that was 1 week. And another time I was shut down for bullying Mr. Tuttle, who, by the way, seems to have been bullied off the internet. I haven't seen Tuttle in a while. But yes, we realized what we were sharing from Howard. Howard, you are not unwelcome. It's a mistake. We made the same mistake. We made exactly the same mistake. And I understand you don't have much content. You probably, in fact, by the way, you might want to take that content down. Unless you're an authorized pew pewer. Well, it wasn't pew pew, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Howard, I get the long way around it. Howard, if you're out there, you are still welcome here. We don't hold you at fault for that. We made exactly the same mistake. Well, very similar mistake, I guess.
Next time we'll review the video first before we throw it up there. That's all.
Yes, that would have been a good idea. Yeah. Make sure I know what I'm looking at. Make sure I understand the word because it was kind of small. I kind of wonder if YouTube ever would have smacked us, but yeah, I don't want to go down for another week or two. Actually, if I go down for a week now, it's over, right?
Claire, the Bible thumper always thinks it's about him.
The Bible basher sniped you thinking it was about him. Oh, yeah. We don't like to talk about that. Actually, to tell you the truth, I am hooked. I love to talk about that. But if he, she, it, or they, whose chin is so thin he's got to have a beard 20 times bigger than me, really wants to pick on Muxer because he feels butthurt because Muxer's on my panel on my team, I remind you this. Muxer's the one that pushes me away from those conversations.
Yeah, and Muxter doesn't give a fuck. Muxter is amused that Mr. Alpha Male is being puppeted by little Miss Vippy.
Yeah.
Because little Miss Vippy is a big old fucking coward who will never go on camera.
Yeah.
And she gets Mr. Alpha Male to fight her battles for her. So I don't really care about what either one of them has to say because they're both just a couple of little pussies who think the world is revolving around them. And we all know the world revolves around me and Claire.
I do believe. Yes, you and Claire. I do believe.
Hey, Ratchet.
Just check my YouTube subscriptions, 513. How did that occur? I'm one of them. I don't know. I can't speak for the other 512, but I'm one of them. Yeah.
Well, first of all, the question is Ratchet saying, well, I used to have 200, or is Ratchet saying, I went to bed last night and had 2,000?
Oh, I don't know. Is that
that could go either way?
Or less than, that's a good point. That's a good point. Is that surprisingly high or surprisingly low? I don't know. It's all relative, it's all perspective. But yes, there are folks down the interweb who like to guilt by association. I see you on his panel, so I'm going to pick on you because you were hanging out with him. Honest to God's truth. I can even feel it when he's got his avatar up, but when he's got his camera up and I go down that Kaiser path or that other guy's path, JJ, or that other guy's path, the one I think Claire was referencing, if I don't hear a heavy sigh, I see an eyeball roll. Sometimes he leaves the stage because he just doesn't want to talk about this shit anymore. So if you want to guilt Muxer by association, you're just a stupid fucker. You're welcome to go back through our previous streams and see every time I bring this shit up and Muxer's on stage, he's like, oh, God, here we go again. He's sick of it.
Let me just say, if he wants to fight, I'll come at him with all 200 of my subscribers.
Ooh, watch out.
He thinks he's a big shot.
I think I got 12, so I may have you beat.
That makes 212. Okay, that's 212 subscribers coming at your ass if you go there again. That's some silly shit. Yeah, and quite frankly, I feel like I'm sick of the drama shit, but I get hooked every time. I think Muxer needs to call Mr. X out and keep me straight on that because, yeah. Anywho,
frogs in my backyard become agitated.
I'm getting the tapping foot and the tapping watch. I'm going to go have some fun, guys. Yeah, I'm going to get some footage of the experience. It's really kind of boring. It's not white waters. It's just, easy old man scooting across the water. We prefer non-flowing water because those currents are hard to fight.
Just make sure you wear your vest.
Make sure I wear
But
my. Actually, I think I'm.
by the way, if you've got a tapping foot and a tapping watch, I assume what you're telling us is that your imaginary girlfriend is right there. So we'll say hi to her.
Well, I changed my mind. Don't wear the vest. Just hold on to your inflatable doll, and you'll be fine if you fall in.
Okay. No, I have two imaginary girlfriends. The one you're thinking of, Muxter, we only pretend like she's here. She's actually somewhere near West Virginia. I'm kidding. I am kidding. No, the tapping watch, tapping foot is proverbial. She's actually at her place. She's not really here, but I sense that she wants me to get
So once
going.
again, you're lying to us. All you do is lie
Yeah,
to us.
I'm lying. Yeah, it wasn't a line. It was a metaphor.
I'm sorry, it's too early in the day for metaphors. I can only go with a meta two.
Okay, metaphorically, what I need to do is get going. The day is it's already almost 10:30, and this nice cool day might turn out hot. I didn't really check the weather. Actually, before I get in a little boat, I should check that. By the
I
way,
got 6 over here.
what I will be in a little while is not a ship; it's a boat. So you can make references to my boat this evening. I will see you guys later.
Sounds like a bunch of ship to me.
Okay.
It does.
Well, for the 13 of you who are in the audience, celebrate. We got another one. Dump, dump, dump. Another one bites the dust, and another one gone. And
Is he ever going to leave?
Thought he'd never leave.